Anyways, so I decided to try something different today, and I don't know whether you can call it a vlog or not, because it is in video form, and I'm probably going to post up like an image with it or something, but I'm calling this my audio vlog. One reason for it is that I'm going through my old journals again, and I just wanted to share a few things with you guys. Plus, I'm like really blonde in my pajamas and look like crap, so I don't want to record video. So, I just wanted to go through some stuff and share it. Sometimes I find things that I wrote a long time ago, and I'm like, wow, I actually like that still. And other times I read stuff and I'm like, wow, that was really lame. So, I found this one that I wrote back in April of 94, so I know I'm old. I would have been 18 then. No, 18? Let me think. April of 94. I graduated. I'm trying to figure this out now. It's crazy. This is gonna be weird because I can't edit this. So, I'm sorry if this is boring. Well, I'm just cogitating right now, but actually this would have had to be before I graduated high school. Yeah. Yep, because I graduated in June. So okay, I was still in high school when I wrote this. It's called Lonely Visions. It's a poem. The clock strikes 12 and jogs me from my sleep. I stumble towards the window. The rain beats against the pane. Looking out at the lunar glow, I see a murder of ravens perched upon the old clock tower. With every raindrop that plummets from the sky, a tear swims down from my eye. I'm crying out in frustration and pain. My head aches, I'm going insane. All alone, I'm here in the bright blackness. No one to talk to, not a soul. My only view, the clock ticking away, wasting the days. And my only living friends are the ravens that glare down at me, and even they scare me. I'm up all night staring back until the clock strikes 12 again. Now see, I'm realizing now, even though I really like this poem, and it has a good visionary to it, I didn't rhyme it. I mean, not all my poems rhyme, but I didn't rhyme it at all until the middle. And then I stopped rhyming again. It's just silly. It's really, really silly. Just the way I write. Let's see. I just have so much stuff in here, and this is mostly 90. Let's see, when did I start this? I started in sometime in 94. 94, 95. So senior year and the end of after high school. It's interesting. Here's another one called Mystic Blues. I was really into I would talk about mystic darkness and stuff. I don't know what that meant really. It just was mystic darkness, deep thoughts and mysterious dark sides. So I've always been attracted to the dark side. Here goes. I've paid my dues, though I have no dues to pay. Nothing to do, nothing to say. I don't get this life anyway. It's not a matter of mentalism. I read that totally wrong. It's not a matter of mental misunderstandings. It's just a diluted pool of moronic confusion. I know this makes no sense at all, and it never will to you or anyone else. But I get it in my own shameless way. I rhyme no more, for I have lost the will. The creative energy in me has been killed. The wound bled out lameless, unpublished dreams, and a wicked cry of pain, and it's now scarred by a twisted shame spiral that diseases my warped soul forever. Good grief. I don't even know what to say about that one. It's crazy. I think I was a lot more insane back in the day. This one, it's the last one I'll share from this journal. I actually published this one in a journal, what do you call it? A poetry journal. One of those ones where you do a poetry contest, and then if they choose you to be in their anthology, you can buy the book. And my family was so excited about it that they bought the book for me, and I actually have it right here somewhere in this pile. So this one's called Internal Diversities. I stand here peering through the blinds, staring back our mental minds, hypnotized by their mystic souls. I realize I'm getting old. What I once believed, I now fear. What I once cherished is no longer near. Everything I've done is in the past. I thought the future would be a blast, but when I look back at yesterday, everything seems so far away. The light of life is coming near. It hasn't burned for many years. It shines hope and faith upon me, and if I close my eyes, I'll see. I'm not sure I like that one as much. I don't know. It's kind of roundabout. Sorry, it's loud outside. People are starting their cars. I guess I'll read one more, because I used to, be completely obsessed with this thing, because I was bored a lot after I graduated high school. I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I had one job, and it only lasted a couple months, and so I was always talking about chronic boredom. And as much as bored as I was, I liked the idea of it. It was I was very defiant in my thinking. I thought it was cool to be a loser and be negative. And yet I knew it was a bad thing, if that makes any sense. And so I had this thing that I talked about was chronic boredom, and I wanted, big adorable universe thing coming right now in 3, 2, 1. I wanted to make a band called Chronic Boredom. I thought that would be the coolest thing ever. And they would sing songs about their life being in shame spirals and how much life sucked and all this other stuff and how everything's boring. And anyway, it was really lame, but back then it was really cool. And I even have the album cover for the first album, I think, drawn out on my DeviantArt. So anyway, I'm just gonna read this poem called Chronic Boredom. You've fallen desperately into the black hole of eternal boredom. There's no way out, just a shade of doubt as you plummet through a moronic shame spiral. It's so dark your mind is blank. The depression in your heart has sank. Your dreams crashing like broken glass. Your pathetic life is fading fast. The mental madness drives you insane as the endless monotony invades your brain. There's no use fighting it. There's no way to know. Just let go. You know you're lazy, so take it slow. You don't have a future, so why even try? But you must never let the boredom die. Oh boy. So crazy. So, that's that. Let's see. I have this one journal. Sorry guys. That I'm looking for, because I have this pile of stuff. See, I have this whole box of journals. I have 1, 2, 3. This is crazy. Now I'm curious. Hold on. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's like 16 journals in here that I've written. 17. And about 3 or 4 of them are prayer journals, but all the rest are just journals throughout my life. I've always journaled. My very first journal, I started writing in February 94. I actually had a diary when I was in middle school, but I destroyed that for fear that people were going to find my stuff. Which I'm really disappointed in myself for doing that now. Because I just really would have liked to see that. See what I was like back then. I mean, I kind of remember, but I really would have liked to. So, I'm just putting these things back because I'm looking for a specific journal. Oh, there it is. I forgot I left it up here in the suitcase. See, okay, the original thing was, the reason why I'm going through this box is because I was looking for some magazines, so old magazines that I have that I've always wanted to put on a coffee table. Just because I always thought it was cool to have them there, and if anybody wanted to look at them, they could just pick them up and be really like, oh, this is cool, and flip through it. Because we're actually getting a living room. I know it sounds crazy, but we haven't had a living room in this apartment for so long. And our friends from church are helping us out, and so I have, let's see, we have a coffee table and an end table and a couple of lamps, and we're getting a couch Friday, so I'm really excited about that. Maybe I'll vlog about that later. Again, sorry about the background noise. I swear a bus just went by or something. So, the last journal I'm going to look at is my darkest journal that I've ever written. This was, let's see the dates, from 96 to 2000. 5 years. Wow, I must have not written in here every day to make this journal last for 5 years because it's not very thick. Yeah. But this was like the darkest time of my life. Let's see, I was probably about 22 or 23 when I started this journal. And it was just a very dark time in my life, and there's a lot of really bad self-esteem in this journal. I really got a lot of my stuff out, and yeah, it's interesting though, and the reason why I keep it is because so that I can remember how far I've come and how I've changed. So yeah, I might keep this one out and look at it. I look at it every once in a while just to remind myself that I'm better than this. That I'm not there anymore in that place. That I never want to let myself slip back into it. I mean, I have drawings in here. I had drawn stuff about Halloween. Because I've always liked Halloween. But I have drawings of like me shooting myself in the head, and knives, and poison, and blood. And it's pretty crazy. And poems about suicide, and lots of things like that. Not to bring you guys down, but I'm just being honest, again. And I'm just gonna share one thing from this, because like I said, it's pretty personal. this journal, and I don't know, I have willed everything. If anything ever happens to me, I have willed all of my writings, whether it be on paper or electronic, to Hugo. And so he knows what to do with it, and he has a right to read it, but as long as he keeps it to himself, and vice versa, anything he's written is mine, so so I'm gonna just share the last page in this journal with you guys, and I wrote down a lot of things on it around the poem. I wrote down mayhem, destruction, the end, doom. Why must this be the end? Parting is such sweet sorrow. Ugly, stupid, complaining from me. Something ceased to exist until I have another book to write. So goodbye for now. Goodbye. Oh, there's another page. Okay, so here's the poem. I'm dead inside, nowhere to hide, accepting my own self-loathing while my mind is exploding. I start the reloading. It's gonna make such a pretty mess. Cold steel meet my temple, get acquainted, become friends, and in return you can plan my bitter end. It feels so right to do this tonight. It's not selfish. It's a favor to society, since they can't stand the sight of me. I'll be gone, wherever religion puts me, hot or cold or happy, but it won't matter, 'cause I won't feel anything anymore. No longer will I have to hide, because I am dead inside. Wow, that's really depressing. Every time I read it, I'm like, this is a cool poem, right? And then I read it and I'm like, oh wow, that's not cool. So, yeah, this is pretty crazy. So that's just a hint of where I was back in the 90s. Actually that one was 2000. The end of the 90s, it just so messed up back then. But I'm better now, and yeah. I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I don't know if I'll make any more videos or whatnot, but I'm so excited about my living room that I'm definitely going to vlog that and show you guys. And I'm just absolutely thrilled by that. That's like what I got going for me right now. So I'm going to put this stuff away and find something else to do. And thanks for listening, and I'm sorry if this was like the weirdest audio vlog, and it was boring and weird, but thanks for listening anyway.